So, welcome to another episode of Indisputable Evidence. We back again. I'm your co-host Anthony Becker, along my other co-host
Jerry Brown
and Tom Jordan.
You know
Tom
what?
Jordan is hilarious.
I'm completely finished. I'm done. I'm done. What we're not about to do is disrespect the legend.
I'm just saying. I'm paying homage to Tom Jordan, man. What you mean?
You will never be Tom Jordan and have your own morning show.
Not by hook or by crook.
Tom Jordan's still alive, right?
Yes.
That's disrespect.
Also, you see me, man. I'm repping my Boston. I've waited to wear it until I wore it to the game, but rocking the beanie and the sweatshirt. So,
how was that game, by the way? Pre-tell.
Huh?
How was that game, by the way?
I mean, it was fun to go to. It just wasn't fun to see how we played. But like we just ate turkey.
Hey, man.
Jerry, I hate to do this to you, but I got to. Who told you that the first game you went to, they ended up losing?
Did you tell me that?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
It was still fun regardless.
That it did look fun, and on top of it, the Magic fans are actually showing up because somehow they found out.
Magic fans are real. They
young players, and now it's year 2 for said young players.
I would say Franz Wagner playing like prime freaking Pedro Stojakovic mixed with Dirk Nowitzki was insane to see live.
You said every white European player ever that was good.
They got the Wagner brothers on the team now.
They turned Mo Wagner into a good NBA player. That's the funniest part of this entire season for the Magic.
Hey, they did what the Lakers couldn't do, or the Wizards.
I mean, the Wizards can't do much except just be a very unserious franchise and just throw.
They're letting Kyle Kuzma average 23 a game.
Hey, man, shout out Kuz. Someone got to shoot.
Shout out to Kuz for sure.
Bro, Kyle Kuzma should not be your best player.
Who else they got? Bilal Coulibaly?
Yes.
No. Jordan Poole going to move the needle?
Why is Jordan Poole even... Apparently that team don't respect him.
Who does?
Bring it on, J Money.
Oh, brother, here we go.
Oh, man. J Money, what's up, bro? You ready for that Portal news?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Gerald, we will not be discussing that. The fan base has already flipped out enough.
Yeah, man, my bad. Well, I mean, what do y'all want to get into tonight first? You know, maybe y'all want to go NFL, college football, NBA.
Well, it is a Thanksgiving sports recap, so as titled on the show. But I guess we can discuss the conference championships for college football since they're coming up. Starting Friday, by the way, with Oregon and Washington. We got a heavyweight bout for a rematch. Funny, we got purple on here. Jerry's wearing a green beanie.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I had to bring it up, huh?
Look at the symbolism right here. Just look at the.
This is crazy. I didn't realize that.
Look at the foreshadowing here, because that game is gonna start conference championships because the Pac-12 championship is every Friday, and usually it's a good game. And somehow, never mind. I will say this: there's some news. Apparently, Oregon State and Washington State, them in the Mountain West, they agreed to a schedule for 2024. So, could we possibly be seeing a new Pac-12 being formed?
It ain't the same.
I wouldn't mind it because I feel like this season, like the Pac-12 improved so much. I mean, the best conference in college football is the Pac-12 right now.
It is their last year. That's what's crazy. Their last year is a supposed conference, and they're the best conference in football this year in college football.
Amen.
With a potential Heisman frontrunner in Bo Nix, who left Auburn, went to Oregon, and turned it into a good quarterback.
I can't say whoever wins that game on Friday is going to win Heisman, in my opinion. It's your quarterback.
The funny part about Bo Nix being at Oregon, guess who he beat to open his college career?
Oregon.
Exactly.
Yep. Hey, he threw it
He
over the
just
top.
murdered 12 people.
Wide receiver's name, bro. He threw it over the top to you in money game.
Who was? I think he was wearing number 18 though.
He was like, who was it?
Seth Williams.
Seth Williams. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I'll be talking about my. Hey man, you couldn't turn Mo Wagner into a good player. But hey, I brought up the Wizards too. They couldn't either.
The
But
Wizards can't turn you into a good player if they try. They can't turn any of us into anybody.
that ain't gonna last. Y'all focus on the 49ers, by the way. Focus on the 49ers. I can't wait for that game. But let's start with the conference championships, and let's start with that game in particular. We ain't gonna talk about the Big Ten championship much because Iowa ain't got no chance unless they hold Michigan to 10 points. They ain't got a chance.
It would be very, very funny if they somehow managed to win that game. It would be the funniest thing.
Iowa beats Michigan.
I need it.
If they beat Michigan, all hell gonna break loose when it comes to the playoffs.
Now, will they? Absolutely not.
Get ready for chaos. Like, imagine this scenario. What if Iowa beats Michigan?
Yep.
Louisville beats Florida State, and Bama beats Georgia.
Alabama's for sure in.
I agree. If Alabama wins, there's no way that they don't make it. There's no way they don't make it. You can't do that.
There will be a one-loss SEC champ. They're getting in regardless. Like that's
even if they're 8 right now, because they're number 8 right now. Even if they're number 8 right now, they win, they're in.
Yeah, easy.
Like you can't do that. I don't care what Texas does. Oh,
As they should be.
But see, who's your top 4 if that happens?
I'll still keep whoever loses the Pac-12 championship game in.
Yeah, Pac-12.
Well, if it's Washington, I would.
Well, yeah, because Washington is undefeated. So yeah, you kind Washington, in my opinion, is probably the only undefeated team that could lose and still get in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I don't think Michigan could because, I mean, yeah, I was a decent team, but they're not. They're not that good. Georgia
debates will perish for how they did those damn divisions. Because why are Michigan, Ohio State, and Michigan State, Penn State all in the same division? Why?
Yeah, that's crazy. That made no sense. Georgia had the luxury last year of that happening. They can't do that this year. They don't have that luxury this year of losing the game and still making it to the playoffs.
I think they do.
No, not this year. I don't think this year they can because it's too many good one-loss teams. A couple of them could be conference champions.
But what would make Georgia not the best conference champion loser or best one-loss team in the country?
Strength of schedule, number 1.
But it ended up being a heck of a schedule.
Did it though?
Yes.
Missouri.
Missouri's better than any of the teams that Lions teams.
Tennessee.
Missouri. I'll give you Missouri because nobody saw that coming. Missouri and Ole Miss are the two I'll give you. How
about Tennessee?
No.
No.
Aren't they top 25?
Tennessee's not good. They shouldn't be ranked.
They lost to I hate to even say this. They lost to a 5-7 Florida team.
Dang, that's tough.
5-7 Florida team.
So no, you can't say that. Really, Missouri and Ole Miss, and they beat the brakes off Ole Miss when they hyped that game up. Missouri gave them a fight and could have actually won that game.
Yeah.
So they're the only two I can give you for Georgia. Other than that, let's say Texas wins. You're not putting the Big 12 one-loss Big 12 champion. You're not putting Georgia over that.
Yeah, you are.
No, you're.
Yes, you are.
That's not happening.
Yes,
I'm letting you know right now that's not happening.
That's tough.
AB, I'm gonna say it to you. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Should it happen? Maybe not. But I guarantee you that committee is going to go there and compare those two teams and say, "That's nice, Texas. I just think Georgia's better."
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem.
You see this happen all the time. It'll work for Bama. It'll probably work for them, and you know it.
Here's the problem with that, Marcus, because they're looking at stuff like this now. Yeah, you can say that, but a one-loss Big 12 champion in Texas would have beaten a one-loss SEC champion in Alabama in their building.
That's nice. They're still going to say it.
See that right there is what's going to keep Georgia out.
Georgia's not going to miss the playoff if they lose one game. Why
Okay.
would we do that?
Yeah, that's something too. Georgia.
Hey, let Oregon beat Washington, or whoever wins that game is getting in anyway. Oregon, Washington. They're getting in anyway.
They're choosing
Because-
Georgia over Washington. Let's be serious for a minute.
They're what 3 and 5. Like Washington's number 3, Oregon's number 5. That's gonna play itself out. When you get in, period.
I think we're forgetting one team though.
Who's that?
Florida State.
This is where that scenario came in. What if Louisville beats them?
They're not.
They're not getting in.
You sure about that?
Florida State doesn't get in if they lose Louisville, but I don't think Florida State loses.
Beating them.
If Oregon beats Washington,
They're in. Period.
Georgia loses to Alabama. Is Florida State in the playoff undefeated?
They should be.
That would be the only way they get in undefeated.
They should be.
They did it regardless
But
undefeated.
at the same time, because I agree they should be if that happens, but you never know with this committee sometimes. They've done some outlandish things.
I wouldn't even say outlandish. It was just whatever. Because think about this. So yeah, they get in. Cool. They win the conference championship, go undefeated, and Georgia loses. That's the team that they'll probably put side by side next to Georgia and say, well, you got a backup quarterback. Georgia doesn't. Stronger conference. We don't respect the ACC. I think Georgia beats the shit out of you if you play. Well, there you go.
Common sense will tell you to put Georgia in. What's Ohio State's pathway?
Everybody loses.
Michigan loses. Florida State really Michigan and Florida State, or you know what? Some combination of either Michigan and Florida State or Washington and Florida State losing.
Because this is the thing about both Ohio State and Michigan putting all their eggs into one basket at the end of November every single year. Because their conference schedules, okay, you can give Ohio State the Notre Dame game, but that game did not turn out to be as good as people thought it was going to be. Their out conference schedules are bad, especially Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan's is worse than Ohio State. At least Ohio State went on the road and played in Notre Dame.
Yeah, like sure you can say okay, Notre Dame's not that good, but still, that's a decent Notre Dame team. That's better than anyone else Michigan played at a conference. They played Hawaii or whoever the hell.
Now, Jay Money, I don't know about this,
They're not winning that game.
No.
but I will say this. I actually agree with him here. That Louisville defense is nice. They're quick. They're athletic. It don't matter who you put in front of them. Them dudes get after the ball. I don't know who. I want to know who that defensive line coach is, what his name is, because them boys playing well.
Kentucky didn't think so.
Well, Ray Davis decided to be generational again in that game too. So, and by the way, shout out to Ray Davis who declared for the draft. Congrats on that. And yeah, whoever drafts him, you get one of them ones. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sure.
Getting one of them ones. Do you really want to say? Oh, absolutely.
With Travis, absolutely. With Rodemaker, sure, why not?
I'd rather shoot
Absolutely.
my eyes out than to watch those two play in the college football playoff.
Absolutely. And the thing about it is, I will be a Georgia fan that day. 1,000%, I will be a Georgia fan watching that game.
That day, I hope the Rapture starts.
I will be barking. I hate Florida State.
You know, Spaces barking like they was in 2021.
That video resurfaced, by the way. Them barking. That video resurfaced.
I feel like Georgia fans are kind of like arrogant right now. Or not Georgia, I'm sorry. Florida State fans are very arrogant right now. Georgia fans are too, but I feel like they're used to winning at this
I mean,
point.
you won 2 straight national championships. I'd be arrogant as hell too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I feel like FSU fans are ridiculously arrogant, you know? So
I mean, I'd be arrogant too if like they're in the absolute depths of hell and they're still better than the rivals like 2 years later.
yeah. That's true.
But no, like going back to the Georgia thing, I do not see any scenario whatsoever that if they lose, they're not getting in. I don't see it.
What if they get blown out?
If they
Then
get
it's a conversation.
blown out, then ain't no way they going.
I don't say no. I don't say ain't no way, but it's gonna be a hard thing to refuse.
And if it's a close game, do you say, all right, Alabama, y'all won. Georgia barely lost. we have 2 SEC teams in.
They're getting in. It's happened multiple times before. It'll happen again.
I think it will as well. I don't think people should be fooled by where they have Alabama in the rankings right now.
It didn't hurt TCU losing their conference championship. It's not going to hurt Georgia if they lose their conference championship.
Well,
Georgia,
that's
Alabama.
different because who could you really put ahead of the teams that made it?
There was a debate between if TCU loses, will they get in? There was.
Well, a debate with
People campaigned for Bama to get in instead of them. People really did.
yeah, but here's the difference. Bama didn't play for a conference championship.
Still campaign for it. This is the same scenario with Georgia. If they lose their championship game,
Yeah,
well,
but
they
did. But
It's almost like in a sense, the reason why I hate some of these conferences and how they are set up for championship games. Let's be honest. The Big Ten championship game was Ohio State, Michigan. That was the championship game, right? So you say, oh, they didn't make their own conference championship. Yeah, but still, they're better than probably 6 other teams in the top 10.
They're the best teams in the entire conference by a long shot. The other best team in the conference is in the same division.
Correct. Which is why I don't like the way that the Legends and the Legends and
It was the Legends and Leaders. That was East and West. But the way it's set up is basically one of them versus Wisconsin every year. But now Wisconsin stinks. So now it's Iowa.
which is freaking miserable.
Christ.
Let me look at these rankings real fast. Caleb, who?
What happened?
Bro.
What?
Don't say it.
I'll tell you about it later. Just look at your messages.
Oh, brother.
I'm not mad at it though.
He didn't say he was going anywhere, people.
He gone.
Hashtag he gone, bro.
Christ.
Maybe he trolling y'all. You never know.
So Kentucky's taking Miami to the woodshed is what I'm hearing.
Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all an update on that score right now. If they're not on commercial, Kentucky is up 83-60.
Oh.
Yeah,
Bro, Dave came out and said, dude, the smoke is real. Whether it happens or not is a different matter. But Blank has interest in transferring. It's not just a rumor.
Yeah.
That is tough.
He gone.
He going to.
I hate all life right now. But anyway, y'all like college football? College football fun to y'all? This is an entertaining thing to cover? You know?
I'm honestly done with college football. My heart is finished.
I'm just glad my Sundays aren't depressing anymore.
oh my
And we can go ahead and get into that, man, because I believe that I'm being biased, but I believe 2 of the top 6, top 7 teams in the NFL reside in the state of Florida. That's just me.
Gerald, I think I concur.
Yeah, bro. I mean, when you look at top to bottom, our talent on our teams. We did just lose our main edge rusher, which is devastating.
Yeah, it stinks, Phillips, with the Achilles.
Yeah, he was having a great year, Pro Bowl type year. But
wait, we gotta have a discussion about that.
about that turf.
So
Ugh.
are we all on the same boat, of banning artificial turf?
Yes.
I'm done with it, bro. I can't.
I hate turf so much. I played on it my last year in high school. Like it gets so freaking hot, especially in the summertime, especially early in the season. The
Gosh.
heat waves, you can see them going up, and then you get caught in a divot in them pellets. You're cooked,
Dog,
especially
it's
full
bad.
speed. And make it so bad, we practiced on it,
Yep.
like full on practice on it in the summer, in mid-August when it's 95, 98 degrees. Bro, it was so miserable. I had burns on my arms. I had pellets coming out everywhere, bro. It was the worst.
Yeah, it doesn't suck. And the thing about it is, when it's that hot, you get tired faster, and when you're tired, you're basically just a walking injury waiting to happen.
Yep. Especially the Jets, that turf is so bad. Especially when it starts raining and it's just wet, sticky.
Yeah.
Now it's so bad. Like so many Achilles have been changed in the last year from that.
Bro, it sucks.
Guys just blew his Achilles out just coming off the damn ball. Aaron Rodgers, 4 plays in, his Achilles gets cooked, even though he tries to do the stupid voodoo magic and tries to come back. I don't know why, but whatever.
Voodoo magic, man.
That man is every white mom in a PTA meeting who doesn't want to wear masks.
Oh my God, man.
Am I wrong? He's every white mom in like Putnam County, Florida, who doesn't want to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Man.
And now Jalen Phillips, who I feel so fucking bad for, because he was
trash.
He
Yeah.
dealt coming back from injuries in college to coming back and having a career used to having so far. He's having a hell of a season. He's gonna be a big part of the Dolphins pass rush going into the playoffs, man. It sucks. Prayers out to him.
Yeah, man, absolutely, bro. We gotta put something together, but we gotta dedicate this season, the rest of the season, to Jalen Phillips. Regardless of the outcome, he's had a tremendous year, bro, and prayers up to him, man. Prayers up. It's gonna be a big loss for us.
Yeah.
I just got one question for you, Jerry.
Yep.
Oh, brother.
Is Tua okay?
Tua straight. He's fine.
I'm down.
He's having a slump. He's all right.
You're messing up my money for fantasy.
Why are you betting money on fantasy for the NFL? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
I'm about fantasy football because Tyreek Hill is on my team. I need them points, man.
You got points. Relax. He scored a touchdown, didn't he?
Get him the ball more.
That's all they do.
I need catches, not 9 or 7.
Dog, we target them in all game long.
So why did Jalen Waddle have more targets and more catches?
That's literally like twice a year, bro, lately.
And on top of that, Tua is my quarterback in one of my league. No, wait.
Hey,
I put him on the bench for Dak Prescott.
You better make a trade for Mostert if you don't have Mostert. I'm telling you right now.
Man, ain't nobody finna trade for Mostert.
February. Coming soon.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be in February. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, you might be playing Madden 24.
So AB, you know, how are you feeling about that star on your chest?
I would like for us to not mess around with teams. Just put them away early, but this next stretch is the stretch that I've been looking for all year long. Because we got Philly, we got Detroit at the end of the year. By the way, we got Seattle. First of all, we got Seattle this Thursday.
That's gonna be
Thursday night. Thank you, God, for them giving us a good Thursday night football game on Prime Video, on Amazon Prime. Thank you, God.
Is it?
It can be bad. It can be a bad game.
We're playing the Seahawks. It's going to be a pretty good game.
Man.
So, I mean, that secondary is tough. So,
I'm not in Seattle. I'm sorry. I'm not.
Maybe not offensively, but defensively, they're still pretty decent.
They're fine.
The secondary is tough.
They're fine. They're young, but they're fine.
Yeah, that's the thing. They are young. But, I mean, it should still make for a pretty good game. But
AB, I'm sorry, bro. We're fan. I ain't cut you off, but like, it's Thursday night. I don't care how much they promote it. I don't care who they put on there. Thursday night games are never good.
No, they're sauce.
I don't like Thursday night games, especially
I hate Thursday night games.
I don't like if you're gonna play on Thursday night. It shouldn't be. Teams should not be playing right after they played on Sunday. They should get bye week or maybe Thanksgiving, like we are. Like we played on Thanksgiving, we're playing again this Thursday. So it's kind of a normal routine for us.
So the thing with Thursday games is like it's an obvious cash grab. We all know that. 2, they always play it because Thursday night games, according to NFL players on Thursday, that's when they actually start feeling better and actually start feeling like they can move a little bit after they play a game on Sunday. So the NFL says, "Oh, they're fine on Thursday. Let's throw them back out there." Sometimes in shitty turf and shitty weather in December. Have fun, guys.
Like rain in MetLife Stadium.
Oh, Christ, I hate that stadium so much.
God forbid it snows.
Amen.
If it snows at MetLife, I'm praying for all ACLs,
Pray for them knees and them ankles and the
ankles,
all that.
Tape them up extra tight. Spat going crazy.
because if you've ever anybody that's like Marcus just described, have you ever been on turf with them black rubber beads in there? If it rains and you slip,
It's the third worst.
it's you done. You done.
It's a scary sight, bro.
Like, it's crazy. Like I don't like that. But Thursday night games, if like I said, if you're gonna play on Thursday night, either you have to be coming off a bye week or like I said, maybe a Thanksgiving. Other than that, like no team should be playing Sunday, then got to turn around and play again on Thursday. Like that's crazy. That is insane. Like, what are y'all doing? J Money, I'm feeling good about the game on Thursday.
I would take Dallas -7.
I'll take Dallas by like 12 points at worst.
I'll say 10 to 12 around there. If we come out and do what we're supposed to do. If we come out and do what we're supposed to do, there's gonna be more than that.
Let's see how's record.
By the way, I will say this. Let me ask y'all real quick about Dak Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
Said he's been on. Do you feel like he's maybe playing the best football of his career at this point? Or how else can I put it? Or do you feel like just the offense in general, do you feel like they're starting to kind of put it all together?
I believe so. I'm gonna tell you why. I believe that when you get the ball to Pollard and you make him a focal point, that creates other things for Dak Prescott. That opens up the offense a little bit more. And I don't know if that's been something you observed, AV, but I think that's something that they need to stick with. I thought they should have stuck with it coming into the season. Now you see Dak having more opportunities, being more comfortable, not feeling like all the offense is on him. And you have CD getting open. It makes things click. You're playing complementary football now. You know what I'm saying? You're playing possession by possession and not getting behind the chains, not, forcing Dak into bad situations. And that's where Dallas is going to be at their best if they want to, advance in the playoffs and have a long run in the playoffs.
I feel like the thing is they stopped being the CeeDee Lamb show. Because especially early on in like parts into the season, it was basically feed CD, and feed absolutely nobody else. And if you somehow get open for someone else, good luck, because Dak is not giving you the ball because he's going to be about 5 yards open.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. So now they're starting to get guys like Ferguson a little bit more involved.
Mm-hmm.
You saw it in the Philly game. He was a big part of that. He's been consistently in the game plan since. So that's good. And Dak's been on point pre-snap. He's been very accurate in the intermediate part of the field. Red zone's starting to get a little bit better because their red zone offense was bad.
It was for the first half of the season. Really since the bye week, that's when they kind of turned it around a little bit there. When the piggyback on what you're saying, Marcus, that's the other thing I noticed. Brandon Cooks is now getting open more. We're seeing the Brandon Cooks that we traded for. We're starting to see that. Jalen Tolbert, who I was high on last year, he didn't play that well. He couldn't really get comfortable with the offense. He's starting to come on a little bit more now. And then you just mentioned Jake Ferguson, who I love at tight end. That's why, when we lost Dalton Schultz, I wasn't really worried because I knew we had in him. I knew he was a good player, and I knew he could step in. It's just a matter of will we get him the ball? Will we give him opportunities to make plays down there? Which we are. And also the other rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. I like what I'm seeing from him. Not only as a blocker, but even in the pass game, he's getting open. So I feel like with what Mike McCarthy's doing, and by the way, Kentucky's up by 29. What I'm seeing from Mike McCarthy, it's 91 to 62. What I'm seeing from this offense is Mike McCarthy's he's opened it up more. He's letting Dak be Dak. He's letting it fly. He's letting him throw the ball. He's just letting him play free. And now he's more comfortable. That's what I really wanted to see. I felt like early on in the year, it was more we tried to force feed Tony Pollard too much. And it bogged down the offense. And that's where we had some of the red zone issues also. And now Rico Dowdle as the number 2 back, it's not a drop off now with Pollard going out with him coming in because he's going in there getting 5 yards a pop. So now this offense, like I said, is opened up more, and we're starting to kind of see them. We're starting to see them kind of put it together a little bit.
Yeah, I think they'll be perfectly fine, and just get to the part of the season where you're playing good teams.
We're there now.
Those, thankfully, because
it starts Thursday. We're there
right.
now.
Because I've been tired of watching the Cowboys play autopilot for the last 2 months. Because good God, we got it, bro. Y'all are a good football team in the sense that you do what you're supposed to do against the teams you're supposed to beat. Maybe that's the mark of a good football team in my eyes. Some people might say, well, we haven't really played nobody, which sure.
Yeah.
But you came down to one possession against Philly on the road. I mean, it's not like they're a bad football team. It's not like they can't beat anyone. It's just getting the opportunity to do it. And here you go.
It's vulnerable. Yeah, they're 10-1, but they're still vulnerable. They're still beatable. Now, are they a good team? Yes, they are. They're 10-1 for a reason. They find ways to win. But, I mean, they're not an unbeatable force.
Of course, no one in the league, especially this year, is an unbeatable force.
There's so much parity in the league this year.
Oh, yeah.
Now, speaking of that, I want to try and get into the MVP conversation because it's such a wonky-ass season. Especially for quarterback play across the league. Who the hell's the MVP?
It could be Jalen, could be Lamar, could be Tua.
I'd probably say Hurts right now, but I don't know.
I would say Hurts by default because of the record.
I don't even say default. I think he's legitimately been very good. It's just quarterback play in the league and looking at box scores, you're like, what the hell is this guy doing? What kind of season is he having? Everybody's just down across the board. Sam Howell leads the league in passing.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
You know why he leads the league in passing?
Because they throw the ball 17 times a game.
He throws the ball a lot.
You know why they throw the ball a lot?
Because they're down all the time.
My point exactly. Exactly. That's
Who else could you say is an MVP?
I'm not taking CJ Stroud out. They lost this past weekend. And by the way, that was a heck of a game.
CJ Stroud.
That's going to be a heck of a game for years to come. Them two quarterbacks with Trevor Lawrence and CJ Stroud. But I'm not taking him out of the conversation either. Because we got to look at the totality of what he's doing this season and then where he has that team. That team's still in the playoff hunt.
Hey, there's a dark horse. I always like to look at the top team in the top seed in the AFC or NFC.
We don't have the same dark horse, but I actually have one.
It's a defensive player.
Garrett.
Who would you say?
Myles Garrett.
He's one of them I would look at. Another guy, I know it's not going to happen, but, bro, if you watch Josh Allen play,
my heart has grown 3 sizes, Jerry. I love you, buddy.
Bro, what he does, not just getting sacks, but just causing chaos to win them games. It's ridiculous. His impact is insane.
Bro, and the thing, half the fan base wanted this man out of here last year, bro.
That's insane.
It was he's not really getting a lot of sacks. Check the pressure. Check the win rate. It's up there. It's amongst the elite in the NFL.
Yes.
Now it's actually translating into sacks. And guess what? The win rate and the pressure rate is still extremely freaking high.
Yes.
13 sacks to go with it.
No, not MVP J Money, but I will say
Rookie of the year. Defensive of the year.
The defensive rookie year because that man is you can't block him.
Dallas got them having one of the best, probably the best season of a cornerback of all time.
Okay, AB, bro. Talk about the real fast, bro. God,
I told y'all last year, really. This has been 2 years in the making for me. What this man is doing this year, though, you broke the record for pick sixes in the season. We still got 6 more games left to play in the regular
season. In some teams,
he's got more touchdowns by himself than some players like Devontae Adams.
That's crazy.
Think about it. They show a list of offensive players with 5 or less touchdowns. He's on there. he's on that. So what he's doing, and it's not just the way he's getting interceptions. He's a former receiver, so himself. We have two corners when Diggs gets healthy that are former receivers that knows how to mirror these receivers in their routes. He's not like jumping every route. He's playing coverage and just knows how to make a break on the ball. And then when he makes a break on the ball, you can tell, yeah, this dude played offense. He immediately turns into an offensive player. And the touchdown he scored against Washington, first of all, if you don't two play, how the hell did y'all run into each other?
That was a funny ass touchdown. I was like, is he gonna break it? Gonna break it? Okay, don't get me down. How the hell did y'all miss him?
Yeah, and he was a 5th round pick, by the way.
Oh, that's wild.
They got a Fresno. I don't know what they put in the water at Fresno State, but you got this guy on defense. You've had Devontae Adams for years at receiver. What are y'all doing in Fresno?
Hey man, shout out Fresno. They got good players out there, you know.
Because they putting dudes in the league and they producing. And by the way, J Money, I seen this comment here. You better believe we holding on to him. We scouted him for a reason.
Hey man, Harry Rose gonna try and pull some voodoo off. You never know.
He ain't trade for him. No, we ain't no way in the world. But I will say,
considering their current situation, I would.
let's be honest. Can we throw DaRon Bland not only in the conversation for Defense Player of the Year? Can we throw him in the MVP race as a possible dark horse?
He's a corner, so it's not gonna happen. But
Yeah.
Defense Player of the Year, I think as of right now, it's a lot of. You got Myles Garrett, you got TJ Watt, what he's doing in Pittsburgh.
Josh Allen should be in that conversation. I don't know why he's not, but he should be.
You said who?
Josh Allen should be in that conversation. I don't know why he isn't, but he should.
I would throw Josh Allen in that conversation. But I would say as of right now,
I think Bland's a clubhouse leader.
that's what I'm saying. Like I think he's the leader in the clubhouse right now. For Defense Player of the Year. Now, I'll give you my dark horse for MVP real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and by the way, when Diggs gets back, good luck throwing on the secondary. That's all I say. Good luck.
So, is your dark horse a wide receiver?
Yes.
Tyreek Hill, isn't it?
Bro, you know what?
I don't even think he's a dark horse, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's not a dark horse, really, bro. That's a good point.
That's what makes him a dark horse. Nobody's really talking about him for MVP right now. That's why I'm calling him a dark horse.
My thing is, if I was always very high on him being an MVP candidate just because of how down the quarterbacks are this year, statistically. If he reached 1,000 yards,
he could literally be the MVP.
Yeah, if he gets 2,000 yards, yeah. Come on now, J Money. Ain't nobody being homers now. Come on, man. Let's be for real. He ain't even gonna win Offensive Player of the Year. Come on now.
Tyreek Hill's Offensive Player of the Year by far to me. C.J. Stroud's Offensive Rookie of the Year by country mile.
Yeah. That award right there is wrapped up.
Coach of the Year. What would they about Coach of the Year?
DeMeco Ryans. If they make DeMeco Ryans.
I think so too. But if this team makes the playoffs,
or they even get close, or if they get close to making the playoffs, I think he should win it, because then nobody see Houston being what they are right now. Nobody had Houston at 6-5 at this point in the season. Nobody.
No one had them going into Sunday's game with a chance to take first place. Like no one did.
Like put it this way, they've already exceeded expectations when it comes to wins.
Yeah, how many of y'all said, okay, when we get into the whole Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud conversation, well, C.J. got better weapons. How many of y'all thought Robert Woods was going to be somebody that could contribute to a team? How many of y'all looked at Nico Collins and said, that's a dog right there? How many of y'all saw Tank Dell and said, that's going to be one of the best wide receivers in football this year?
They just know how to drive. Tank Dell, what, 3rd round pick?
Well, I understand with their 2nd, 1st round pick.
Yeah, I would say
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell. It's gonna be close between him and because like I said, if the Houston Texans make the playoffs, I think that's gonna give it to DeMeco Ryans. If not, Dan Campbell, I would say maybe, yeah. I would probably say him.
There is one coach that if their team does make the playoffs, because right now as it stands, it's the end of the day, they jumped Houston for that last spot. Shane Steichen, man, if they make the playoffs with the Colts, with Gardner Minshew taking over for most of the season, hey, he's got that team rolling. That offense is really fun to watch, even without Anthony Richardson. They managed to feel that defense is really fun to watch. They're well coached. They don't make a lot of mistakes. They've gotten some very impressive wins. They beat the Ravens, I remember, with Minshew in Baltimore. So
They did.
Go Celtics.
The Ravens pretty much they messed around and didn't take them seriously.
That's like half their loss. They screw around for the quarter and shit goes left.
Like they messed around with the Chargers a couple nights ago. So
I mean, their offense was kind of stupid because without Mark Andrews, they're just kind of short circuited.
by the way, speaking of Chargers,
Unplug Brandon Staley, please.
Brandon Staley pink slip soon come.
I thought you should have got the pink slip after the playoffs.
Yeah, I probably would. If you blow a 27-point lead, yeah, I got
a 27-point lead. You need to be sent to. I'm not going to say where, but you need to be sent somewhere.
Gulag.
Uzbekistan.
You need to be shot out of a cannon into the sun.
Into the sun.
7-point lead. Like, come on, man. Yeah, you do that, and I'm the GM. No, you fired, bro. You fired.
He owes Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey his life because he would not have got the coaching job without those two.
And Kentucky has dominated Miami 95-7.
That's tough.
Oh, Lord. That's one win for the SEC. Next, Clemson and Alabama.
Tonight?
Yeah, that's going to come on next.
Okay.
Then you got Duke and Arkansas tomorrow night.
Key matchup that I can't wait to see in the NFL.
Niners and Eagles, easy.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
Kid?
Yeah, that is. I didn't know Clemson was undefeated. But yeah, that one's easy. The 49ers Eagles. Come on now.
Yeah.
Fair game of the week.
This might be a game where the Eagles take an L.
I think they do, actually.
I think they might take an L. Which is, it'll be tough. But
I'm very bullish. I think San Francisco's better than them by a hair. Because I think they're probably the best roster in all of football. Thing is, they're just really top heavy. So if someone goes down, it's just like, oh my God, you lose 50% of your powers. Like we saw what happened when Trent Williams was out. We saw what happened when Debo was out. They did not look like the same team at all.
Mm-hmm.
So if everybody's healthy and everybody's on the same page, well, they lost Mufanga a couple weeks ago, unfortunately, to 20 ACL. Yeah. But other than that, they're relatively healthy for them this late in the NFL season. Most of their top guys are still there. They add Chase Young to the pass rush. Javon Hargrave has been an absolute menace in the inside, which you fuckers allowed Javon Hargrave to go to that defense. What was wrong with you, NFL?
That defense
is who's responsible for this?
How you couldn't pay him the bag? Well, then you replace it with Jalen Carter.
Cheap.
I'm glad they got a Philly, but I mean, come on, man. Why would you let them go there?
Not in fairness, you replace him with Jalen Carter, but still. Take one for the team, Howie.
Yeah, but if you pay him, you don't get Jalen Carter.
Great point. But being cheap in the league will get you in trouble, bro. Every single time.
Yeah.
I think it worked.
Oh shoot. Miami and Milwaukee's a good game, bro.
It's 106.
It's been a good game.
Brook Lopez really trying to let me. Brook Lopez is
hilarious. What is Brook Lopez doing?
Brook Lopez is so funny. Brook Lopez's career turning from a straight back to the basket shooter to a guy who can shoot threes is so funny.
Dog, this man is literally a 3-point shot chucker.
Shot fail.
What's your keys to the game?
The trenches.
Yeah, definitely. The trenches on both sides. And question is, will Lane Johnson play? Because you gotta watch for that groin injury now.
Yeah, they need him badly. My other key to the game is Philly secondary versus the Niners wide receivers.
Yes.
And not Deebo Samuel. That's not the one I'm looking at.
Right now,
that's who I'm looking at because Deebo's gonna get the attention. He's gonna get the attention regardless because it's Deebo Samuel. So Brandon Ayuk's gonna have one-on-one opportunities.
And the Eagles secondary and man coverage this year is no
Ooh.
bueno. No bueno.
What's that video about Shaq? Barbecue chicken alert. Barbecue chicken alert.
You're not good. Man coverage this year.
And then on top of that, Philly schedule's tough. They have San Francisco this upcoming Sunday. Then they go to Dallas Sunday after.
Best gauntlet.
So if we take care of business Thursday and San Francisco beats Philly, that game in Dallas even more important.
It's for many marbles.
Because winner of that game takes control of the East. Really, at that point. And both teams got a tough stretch going down. They got a tough schedule down the stretch. So, I mean, both teams in the division are going to make playoffs. And by the way, I just got to ask real quick, y'all. Did anybody attempt to watch I'm not even going to call it a mid-off because these teams are just that bad.
No.
Did anybody even attempt to put the Patriots and the Giants on?
Absolutely not. Are you kidding me?
No.
I got something.
I was busy gnawing at my damn fingernails, watching the Texans and the Jags game. So I was football.
I got something to tell y'all.
You did it.
You watched it?
I put it on another TV in my house.
What's wrong with you?
Were you that bored?
Something's wrong with you.
Here's why. My parents are Patriots fans. So I wanted to see what would happen. Because I said, if you lose to the New York Giants, y'all should be absolutely y'all should be exiled from the league.
They're both bad, so who cares?
Yeah, but I mean, do you know how bad this game was so bad? Giants fans were pissed off that they even won. They were more pissed that they won than Patriots fans than when they lost.
I mean, it looked just like a game that's being quarterbacked between Tommy DeVito and Mac Jones. So, what did you expect?
Jones got benched for his.
That's just sick.
80 to 57. Good Lord. Woo. So right now,
into the zone every time you watch the basketball team.
But let me ask y'all. Mac Jones got benched for the 4th time this season. Is it over? Is it Jover?
It's over, dog.
He needs to take that role on the bench and be a career-long bench.
He need to come back to Jacksonville and be a quarterback coach at Bowles.
So he should be a career journeyman?
Do you think he's a starter in the NFL?
Fuck no.
No. I mean, I never understood the pick they picked him.
No, everybody was like,
knew they were going to do it. He was right there in the Patriots pick. You just knew they were going to do it.
Never forget the 49ers almost took him, and they got spooked, but they got bullied and not doing it by Twitter. Man, they
dang, Lillard hit a freaking flamethrower. Gosh.
Nice cut.
Yeah.
Speaking of divisions.
Speaking of what?
Speaking of divisional games that happened over the weekend.
We got to get into Jacksonville.
That was a hell of a game.
That was a ball game.
Like them two teams going back and forth. I'm telling you, right? They're going to be the two teams for years to come in that division.
Yeah.
Because of Anthony Richardson, but
when I seen Trevor Lawrence and CJ Stroud throw that ball,
Lord,
dog, I'm gonna tell you what impresses me the most about CJ Stroud. His ability to buy time in the pocket is like Brett Favre, how he had it, man. Just being able to escape certain areas.
That's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
What's wrong with Brett Favre?
A lot of things.
A lot of things are wrong with Brett Favre.
I'm talking about playing football.
No.
Brett Favre escaped from throwing shit up and hoping that it came down.
I would say CJ's more of a precise thrower. You know, I'll go Aaron Rodgers. I think he has that ability.
Crazy too, but it's better than Brett Favre.
It's not even crazy because the Aaron Rodgers, especially in his prime, was like that. But CJ, the thing is, he's looking to throw the football all the time. His eyes are always down the field. His pocket presence is very nice. He's more lucid than you realize. The Georgia game showed me a lot.
Well, that's looking run.
He's like, oh, he do this. Sure, okay. Watch him create in the NFL. Watch him create pockets for himself to reset and throw it down the field. Watch him escape the rush because that rush was on his ass all day long, but he just kept getting out of it.
See,
his footwork in the pocket's insane, bro.
And see, the thing about it is, what was the knock on Ohio State quarterbacks in the league? One read quarterbacks, right?
Yep.
He broke that. He's different. I would say.
In more words, Leonardo DiCaprio, he ain't like A&M other niggas.
And I'll say this. I feel like he's in a much better situation than Justin Fields, clearly. And the reason why I'm bringing up Justin Fields is because I just have a feeling the Bears may end up making a mistake and giving up on him too early.
We did talk about this before, but
I don't think so.
It might be the best for both sides, though.
Yeah, but if you give up on him and then you get Caleb Williams, he's in the same situation, running for his life the entire time. So, are you really solving your problem by giving up on quarterbacks?
Well, if you get a better one, then it does cover up a lot.
And not putting anything around him.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like you look at Texans. The Texans have weapons around CJ.
Yeah, they drafted a few more weapons. They had a running back in Dameon Pierce. You add another one in
Devin Sucks, though. The run game is not good. What are we doing?
The run game is not good this year.
The run game is bad.
This year it is, but last year was pretty decent.
Yeah,
so last year either. Now it's just fucking horrible.
But
like we said earlier, how many of you thought Robert Woods was going to be a top receiver? How many of y'all thought Nico Collins was a great receiver? Did anyone think Kent Dell was going to come out the gate? No. I think it's better in Chicago. I do.
Do you know why though, Marcus? Do you know why they weren't good last year?
Because C.J. Stroud wasn't a quarterback. That's why.
Exactly. I knew the running backs were going to get the ball. They knew the running backs were going to get the ball. Of course, they're going to.
They educated him.
This is where I'm going with that though. If you're Chicago and you have a chance, if you do have the opportunity to take Caleb Williams and take another good player with the second pick that you got, do it. Why not?
I'm not doing it. No, I can't do it.
Don't be stupid. Take the better quarterback. Caleb Williams is a better prospect than Justin Fields.
Is he really generational like y'all think he is?
Generational. I think he's better than Justin Fields. I think he'll be very good in the NFL. I'm not going to overthink this like we're trying to do right now.
I mean, he's basically the Josh Allen of college football right now.
Yeah, that's a bad thing. I'll take Josh Allen.
A bad thing. He's throwing the ball over too much.
Yeah, he's also the best part of the team. Let's be serious for a minute. Yes, he does stupid shit every now and then.
I would say it depends on what your goals are.
Game.
It depends on what your goals are. Like, what are your expectations? Because if you expect Caleb Williams to come in the league and be a world beater immediately like C.J. Stroud, that's probably not going to happen. He's going to have some.
Almost never happens for almost anyone.
Yeah.
But I think DJ Moore is the best wide receiver out of that entire group. Now, if you get better coaching around him, which C.J. Stroud has in spades, Bobby Slowick is going to be a head coach in 2 years. Mark it down. D'Amico Ryans is a calming presence on that sideline. He's helping get that defense right, and he makes good decisions, and he has that young team believing. If you hire the right coach, you get better infrastructure around them, it'll be perfectly fine. It'll be okay. Now, if you don't, looking in Chicago, you'll continue the cycle. But there is something in this roster. There's something. It's not a lot. But that's where you're scouting. That's where free agency. That's where the draft comes in. You got picks. You got money. Use it. Now back to the game. Let's talk about the quarterback that won.
Trevor Lawrence had a career game.
Man, it would have been even better if it wasn't for some damn drops.
Yeah, dude had a game.
Dude for 363 and it would have been over 400 if we didn't get that.
What's his career high? 368?
368 against Tennessee last year.
Yeah, he had a career game, bro. I was impressed.
That boy was throwing smoke all day.
Did you see when he rolled out to his right and got it to was it Ridley?
Yeah, it was Ridley. The one we nailed in between two guys.
I was like, what the freak, bro?
I was like, Trevor, what are you doing? Trevor, what are you doing? Oh shit, he caught it. You know?
Yeah, really.
It's that type of day. If you're hitting shit like that all day, it's like, okay, you got it. You're on fire. Like, really had a great day. Christian Kirk had a great day. The tight ends played well. We actually used the tight ends because the biggest problem
Thank
with
God.
it has been so wonky is that we're a team that's capable of going down the field. And Trevor Lawrence statistically is the best downfield passer in the entire league. And we're not that close, according to the numbers. And we kept going dink and dunk, screen here, screen there, slant there, leaving Calvin really out there on the open space like he's AJ Brown to go win one-on-ones like he's 6'5" or something.
Oh yeah.
Give him cadet splits, let him make a move, let him run some routes, and he'll cook. And that's exactly what we did. And we used play action. We used a lot of 13 personnel. We had guys chipping on the edges every so often in play action, and threw down the field to Ridley on the one-on-one big pass. Get the real you got 40 yards out of. Use them in the run game. Shout out the offense, shout out the Ezra Cleveland trade. That's paying dividends right now because we have an actual freaking guard playing guard. You know, K. Robinson going down kind of stinks, but we'll be okay. Hopefully, thank guys now for the rest of the year, though. Thank God.
Yeah.
But shout out to defense. Josh Allen was spectacular, especially at the MVP. Trayvon Walker was a monster, pushing the pocket. He even got himself a sack. You know, the linebacker group is fast and physical. Lukin, when we send him out for simulated pressures and 4-man. Devin Lloyd's been on fire this season. The secondary has been better than a lot of people thought it was going to be, myself included. And now we're 8-3. First place. Oh, God. I wish I to say that sentence for a long time.
You said it last year, man.
We sucked this time last year. We made like the biggest run of our lives.
They did. That was the culture being built, though.
Douglas Peterson, I love you.
Doug Peterson is a good coach. Simple as that.
And to think we almost got Byron Leftwich, which sounds crazy to say, but golly.
Wait, quick question. Quick question. Mike McCarthy or Doug Peterson?
Peterson, what we doing here?
McCarthy.
The fuck? What we doing?
Oh, it's McCarthy.
AB, you're not serious.
Do not be serious. It's Doug.
Okay.
And no, okay. It's Doug. Be serious.
Is it?
Yes.
Sure about that?
Yes.
Okay.
He took us to the playoffs after the fucking Urban Meyer debacle. Let's be serious.
Come on, bro.
Because it's not that hard in the division. I mean, come on, man.
You thought we were going to be last place. Be a serious fucking person.
I didn't say y'all were going to be last place this year.
Last year, dumbass.
Yeah.
Y'all were terrible the year before that.
That's the point.
Exactly.
Better coach.
Who didn't think y'all would finish last?
And we didn't. And we started 3-7 and made the playoffs and won the division. How many of y'all thought it was going to happen? I sure as hell didn't.
6. Well, except Tennessee. Tennessee just imploded. And
We had 2 winning seasons since 2007 up to that point. 2.
My God. I mean, come on, man.
We were a mess.
Might as well be the NFC South. By the way, the Falcons lead the NFC South, and they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's a bad division.
It is what it is.
Like, you talk about a bad division.
All I'm going to say is everyone thought the AFC South was going to be the worst division, but hey.
No, ain't no division worse than the NFC South. Don't nobody want to.
The AFC South might be the second best. Hell, might be the best right now. I said might.
There's no might about this. They're nowhere near the best division.
I don't think it's the AFC. I don't think it's the AFC North. Not right now in this state.
Well, maybe not this state. Burrow did get hurt.
Now, if everyone's healthy, sure. But again, I can say up the AFC South when they're healthy, they could have there.
So we gonna disregard the AFC West?
Yes.
I mean, because Denver is on a roll right now.
I don't respect the rest of that division. Stop.
I mean, the Raiders, they lost this weekend, but
stop.
That team is playing. Look, I'll say this: should Antonio Pierce? Let me ask this: should he be the head coach of that team? Do y'all think they should take the interim off of him and give him the full-time job?
Man, I wouldn't mad at it, but I mean,
because that team looks completely different since he took over.
yeah, because not being coached by a fucking tyrant anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That'll help.
That team is still not good. Let's be serious, but they're playing freer. But we see this almost all the time with interim coaches. They come in for a couple of games, they play more inspired football, and then the longer the ride goes, it's like, okay. But this is probably going to be a callback to the whole Rich Bisaccia situation from a couple of years ago, where they didn't take the tag off him and they decided to go in a new direction, even though they already made the playoffs, and hired Josh McDaniels. And that ended up being an abject disaster. Do they look at that again and say, I don't want to make that same mistake?
Josh McDaniels should have never been hired in the first place.
I don't know why people thought McDaniels should have got a second chance. That man is not a good head coach. He showed you he wasn't a good head coach the first time around. He has not changed a bit.
Nor will he ever change.
Stop hiring expatriates coaches, NFL. It does not work.
Yeah, look at Brian Dable and the implosion that's going on there.
Somebody gave him Coach of the Year last year. I don't know why, but they did.
I mean, he got the Giants, the New York Football Giants, to the playoffs.
And Doug Pearson got the fucking Jaguars in the playoffs after starting 3-7. Fresh off the Urban Meyer debacle. And won a playoff game.
I want it, Urban.
It's called Cope.
Bro, ain't nobody hating on him. Come on, man.
Yes,
Everybody and their mama was actually rooting for the Eagles to beat the Patriots. You know how bad it is where everybody in America hates the Patriots, that you got Cowboys, Commanders, and Giants fans actually rooting for the Eagles to win.
Amen.
That's how much America hates the Patriots, Jay Money. That's how much America hates the Patriots.
Not so much.
Like, if you ain't in Boston cheering that team on, nobody like them.
Not so much these days because they're just bad, but you know.
They are worse than bad. You bench a quarterback 4 times, then a backup goes in, throws an interception. Like, come on, at this point.
They're just horrible, dude. Like, I can't even.
Let Malik Cunningham start at this point.
I can't name one good redeeming quality about that football team, except for like maybe some of the wide receivers are okay, I guess.
There's one.
Shout out Pop Douglas.
There's one redeeming good quality.
And that would be?
They clearly know how to tank.
Hey. Oh, they're just bad. Oh, that was nice. Nice pass, bro.
Oh, shut up.
It was. Hey, man, y'all know how happy I was when I saw that graphic after the Jazz won that game? That they were, for like 3 hours, the number 1 seed.
Bro, they kept showing that.
They kept showing that and not realizing. I'm like, bro, y'all do realize the Kansas City Chiefs are playing.
I mean,
you do realize all it was winning, and Jacksonville drops right back down to the 3 seed.
Yeah, I'll take being number 1 for a little bit. I'll take it. But now, looking at the rest of the schedule for the Jaguars,
this is the easiest schedule on the freaking planet.
It's not the easiest on the planet. It's not. It's slightly challenging, and I mean slightly, very generously. So you got Cincinnati on Monday night.
Get out of here, man. Joe Burrow's not even playing.
I'm reading it off. Okay, Cincinnati on Monday night. We'll take that off. Well, it'll be a closer game than it should be, but I think we'll take it off. At Cleveland.
Get out of here. PJ Walker's playing quarterback.
I mean, they beat the 49ers. They're great. That's a great defense. At Cleveland.
The 49ers were dropped that game.
He still won. Who cares? And it's at Cleveland in December. Shitty weather. Difficult, not impossible. And then at home against the Ravens on Sunday night. That's the only real game where they could lose. And then at Tampa on Christmas Eve. Not impossible.
That's going to be an interesting one.
Wait, you said who?
At Tampa on Christmas Eve.
Just because it's
That's
instant.
a trap game. That is a trap game.
It's a trap game.
And Carolina on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, that's a W.
They should obliterate them.
If you lose to the Carolina Panthers, not only should y'all cancel the rest of the season, I don't even want y'all walking into the practice facility for the rest of the year.
You lost to Arizona, AB. I want to fucking hear it.
Arizona is light years better than Carolina, and you know it. So stop it.
They're still not
Right.
good.
They're better than Carolina. The Pee Wee teams are better than Carolina.
They're still ass. I don't care. You lost to one of the worst teams in football.
My nephew's 14-year-old Pee Wee League team can beat the Carolina Panthers right now.
No, they're not. Be serious.
That's how dysfunctional they just stink.
I know they stink, but Arizona is not exactly the freaking 07 Giants.
They're
Here.
not world beaters.
Don't put the Panthers. I don't even want them on my fire stick anymore.
Take them off first. That's your fault.
Put them on Tubi. Put them on Telemundo.
They should be on Pornhub if you getting fucked.
Put them on Telemundo and
Telemundo.
keep them there for life.
Maybe want to see them boys playing the Jacksonville Sharks. That's crazy.
The Jumbo Shrimp got a chance too, boy. You know.
The jump would be. I'd rather see let them play the Shanghai Sharks or the Guangdong Tigers or whoever else over there.
Hey, what are your thoughts on Bryce Young though?
He's in a bad situation. He's not a bad, but there's nothing around him. No O-line, no receivers. Chuba Hubbard is literally your best running back. That's not saying a lot. The defense, don't even get me started because they should have traded Brian Burns from the 2 first-round picks if they weren't going to pay him.
That's true.
I mean, J.C. Horn can't even stay. J.C. Horn can't stay healthy. You put him in bubble,
Your best wide receiver is Adam Thielen in 2023.
and he's 35. He's 479 years old.
Hey,
I mean, come on, like you put J.C. Horn in bubble wrap, he still finds a way to get hurt. He's the Anthony Davis. Right now, he's the Anthony Davis of the NFL.
damn, Tony.
NFL AD.
Yes.
Crazy.
And Tony Kemp, if y'all watching this, they probably agreeing right now. If they watch it, they're probably laughing right now, agreeing to that.
Hey man, but also I do want to point something out. We finished at Tennessee on January 7th, but the Jacksonville Jaguars are the only team in the NFL that's undefeated on the road.
That's insane.
Wait, who have they played on the road?
Who had it on the road? Actually,
And so Houston's
well,
definitely.
obviously Houston, Indianapolis. Because
We're not counting them two.
technically, Buffalo was a road game.
It was in London. They were both on the road.
Yeah, technically they're designated road team. It was with New Orleans, Pittsburgh.
I give Pittsburgh because it's tough to win now.
And it was a damn monsoon. It was muddy and all that stuff, so it was hard to do anything.
Yeah, I give you Pittsburgh. I'm kind of mixed on New Orleans because they can't even beat the Falcons. And the Falcons don't even have a quarterback right now.
I think what context was, it was a good defense, and Trevor was fresh off a knee injury, so it was
That
Thursday
game,
night.
that game didn't get good until the fourth quarter. And all of a sudden,
we controlled and we unplugged the controller for 2 seconds, and they came back, and then immediately we scored. And that was it. Philly or Dallas, one of the two.
yeah, it's definitely gonna. I don't even think he visits no other team after Philly. So
Yeah, because he visited Dallas a little bit, and he's gonna make a decision.
yeah, he visited us today,
Yeah,
and I think he'll be Philly tomorrow.
I think.
Dang, that's tough.
I take Philly, but I would not be shocked at Dallas because both teams need him because they have injuries at linebacker.
I mean, we don't necessarily need him. We want him, but we don't need him.
Y'all would love to have him.
I would definitely love to have him, but what I'm seeing from Marquise Bell, that dude is a difference maker. Like that dude came from playing safety. They asked him to play linebacker. He's bulked up a little bit more now, but they asked him to play linebacker. He's fit right in.
And he went to a
HBCU.
yeah.
FAMU.
Yo,
Yeah.
And on
That's
top of
crazy. Slept on.
that man was balling in Classic every year. Y'all know what it is. He know what y'all. He came out the mud with it.
yeah, he was an undrafted free agent, and we signed him as an undrafted free agent. He made the roster.
But he had stock though. I mean, like before, people were like, oh, he might get drafted like 5th round, and I don't know. He just fell out. He didn't get drafted. Well, we know what happened, but he fell out. He fell out of the draft.
We know what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing at FAMU, but FAMU produces some players, and it's not the first time we've had a FAMU player in the history of our franchise. If you remember the name Bullet Bob Hayes, NFL Hall of Famer, former Cowboy.
And where he from? Where he from?
Wait, where is he from?
The Bob Hayes
I really
Classic.
don't know where he's from.
Bob Hayes Classic.
Bob Hayes Invitational, baby. He's certified in the city, baby.
I didn't know he's from. Is he really from Jacksonville?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Mhm.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Jacksonville's finest. Gold medalist, high school state champion in football, even though the state didn't recognize it until only a couple years ago.
Insane.
J Money, you talking about Marquise Bell?
Ooh, the Warriors and the Kings tonight. Ooh.
Yeah, that's the next game on TNT. J Money. Yeah. I think he's talking about Marquise Bell. Yeah, I love what I'm seeing from him. Just being able to move down from safety to play linebacker, fit in. Love what I'm seeing. And really, defenses in the NFL this year have actually been better.
They caught up to the offenses.
Offenses, because Josh Allen is a menace this year for Jacksonville. Jalen Phillips,
he's going to get paid so much money. It's ridiculous, bro. I'm telling you right now.
That is the only Josh Allen in the league you can actually trust.
I mean, you can somewhat trust Josh Allen until he starts.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. Until he starts.
The only Josh Allen I can trust and acknowledge is in Jacksonville, Florida.
Hey, trust me too. I love that man with all my heart right now. And he's going to get.
I'm not trusting that Josh Allen. I'm not trusting that Josh Allen imposter in Buffalo.
Oh, brother.
Buffalo is in a crisis right now.
Buffalo is so weird.
By the way, Marcus, guess what? Marcus Jerry, guess what?
I know it.
Who's second in the NFL in total turnovers this year?
Oh, get over yourself.
I'm just saying, like, are y'all finally going to admit that I was right?
No.
Why won't you admit this?
So are you saying that Josh Allen isn't?
Oh, that alert I just got.
What you talking about?
Report: Newport Beach Police launched an inquiry into allegations the Thunder guard Josh Giddey had an inappropriate relationship with a minor.
Oh, police are in this now? Oh, wow.
Oh,
Beach, so this is not even in Oklahoma City. This is in California now.
My thing is, why is he allowed to play with this stuff going on?
Yeah, why is he still allowed to play? I don't get that.
Yeah, why is he even allowed in the facility?
Yeah, it's weird.
Y'all know baseball. Wander Franco had something similar going on with him. He wasn't allowed nowhere near the facility until that investigation over with.
Wander Franco and he's probably done.
Probably.
Yeah, he's done. But speaking of NBA,
Duarte, what was that, buddy?
Yeah, matter of fact, is Josh Giddey playing tonight?
Probably.
Because they're playing the Timberwolves right now, and it's 97-94.
He might be.
Okay, Draymond Green post-up attempt is hilarious in 2023.
I'm 2023, bro. That's crazy. Draymond is no
longer. That like grape in his beard is egregious.
But yeah, let's get it. Y'all want to get into this Josh Giddey situation?
Yeah, I think it's time to pull back the curtain, buddy.
It's time to get into it.
Get into this. So, initial reaction when you first of all, because I know y'all saw the picture on Twitter before they talked about it.
Grab the rebound, you dunce. Sorry.
My initial reaction was, this dude is sick, and he needs to be banned. Because one, I could see like there are allegations floating out there, but we've seen the pictures in 4K. 4K, like, this guy is having fun, calling her his girl. Like, what are we really doing here? And then for you weirdos, sorry, but for you weirdos who say,
Hey,
oh, people online, bro, saying like, oh, like, you know, these girls these days look like older, so I can kind of understand, see where it's coming from. Get your hair checked.
Y'all are freaks, bro. Like, why y'all just casually admitting that y'all in the young girls? Like, why?
And y'all, and some of y'all probably the same ones that called Deshaun Watson Freak Man Watson. Like, not Cam or Tony. I mean, they get to call him Freak Man Watson first because he went to Clemson.
I call him the Predator.
Oh my god.
You need to pray 3 times a day.
Hey man, but anyway, back to it. Like, I remember my first reaction to it was, okay, people just play on the internet. Yeah, that happens all the time. You see fake shit. Then you see the photos, and I'm like, okay, this may not be Photoshop. But then I see reputable sources say, no, this is real. No freaking way. And then the videos from Snapchat come out. I'm like, dude,
what the hell's going on?
And then you see people like deleting their posts about him, like Chet Holmgren deleting posts about him. You see SGA deleting posts about him. I'm like, oh, there might be smoke to this. There might be fire.
Yeah, like you already knew it was a fire at that point.
And then the next day, when he gets interviewed, like in the scrum about it, he's like, "Oh, I know you already had to ask, but no comment." Like, why is he at the facility? Why?
No business whatsoever to be in the facility. I know my first initial reaction was, first of all, I saw him trend. I was like, okay, why the hell is he trending? Did he have another triple-double last night? That's what I initially thought. And then I clicked on the name, and I immediately regretted doing it. Because then I saw the picture, and the caption in the picture, just Josh Giddey. Like, wait a minute. Like, hold on. First of all, you look like you need to be. You look like you still like a sophomore in high school. You look like you still live with your mom and daddy.
Girls still got Similac on her breath. Tweeting like or Snapchat like this.
Similac, wet behind the ears, all that. Then I'm like, what is going on? Like, what is this dude doing? Then, like Mark said, the Snapchat videos came out. You got videos of him calling her his girl.
Hey, man.
Teammates deleting tweets and stuff.
Like, you mean to tell me you can't? You make millions of dollars a year. You mean to tell me you can't find a 20-year-old woman anywhere?
Like,
bro, something crazy. I just saw something crazy happen as a minor interruption. A Draymond Green 3 in the year 2023.
Oh no.
He's not crazy.
Stop.
I mean, he still shoots them. Not good, but
yeah, but making them.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, now the Newport Beach police is investigating. I think we all know how this is about to turn out.
Yeah, this might not be good, buddy.
This ain't going.
Hey man, all them terabytes in your laptop, buddy.
Sheesh.
Yeah. They gonna get that laptop. They gonna get access to all your photos, videos. Oh, he going to jail.
Going to the pokey, buddy.
He going to jail.
And in jail, I'm gonna just come right out and say it.
All right, let's not make jail.
They don't take kindly to these kind of crimes. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
It's not gonna look good for you, dog.
They don't care how tall you are. You done.
File for PC immediately.
You better pull a Ha Davis. Guard.
All right. Let's not make too many jokes about this because this is a serious situation.
But his NBA career is in jeopardy. Because at this point, first of all, like you said, why is he even allowed to play? Why is he in the facility? Why is he anywhere near the facility?
Yeah, my other thing is like they talking about according to Andrew Bogut's like, well, allegedly he didn't know how old she was, yada yada. How many court cases have we seen in the last how many years where that's not a justifiable excuse, dude?
Marcus,
You should be asking.
I'm gonna just come right out and say it. It's bullshit. There's no way in hell you didn't know how old she was.
Like,
Okay.
you can't look at her and say, "Oh, she's of age."
Yeah, that's not flying with me. There's no way you didn't know.
If that's his girl, his quote unquote girl, he knows how old she is.
You know how old she is. Like, you're calling this girl your girl. You know how old she is.
Like, bro, especially if you were in the NBA, you got shit to lose, bro. Check IDs, you dunce.
Yeah, you mistakenly got caught. That's all that is.
Like, she can't even drive anywhere without her parents yet.
And you sit like what is? And you know what? I blame the parents too.
Yeah,
I blame the parents because y'all allowing it. Y'all saying that, oh, he's an NBA player. He's got a lot of money. Y'all condoning it because for that reason, and you know it's for that reason.
Do we know any of this though before we make any assumptions?
Okay, yeah, you're right. We shouldn't make no assumptions. But if they knew about this, I blame them too. They are just as at fault as she is, or as he is, really.
Yeah,
Because
again, the key word is if they knew.
If
Until
they
then, we know nothing.
Yeah, until the facts come out, we don't know. But if they knew about this, they are just at fault as he is, because there's no way ain't none of us if any of us had 15-year-old daughters, we ain't finna allow them. No, we ain't finna allow this. Like, bro, you finna get your behind whooped.
like, where are you going?
Craig realized the age of consent in Oklahoma 16, but that's still weird. Like, bro, you were 20 some odd years old. Why are you catching 16 years old?
Yeah, like, I don't care what the age of consent is. Like, the NBA, they ain't gonna allow that. They ain't gonna care about that either.
The NBA is like, don't mean I have to allow you to do this in my league.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a totally different situation. I hate to bring it up. Look at John Morant. Guns are not illegal in Memphis. Flashing them on the live ain't illegal. But according to the NBA, it is, because they ain't finna allow that in their league.
I mean, in the workplace, there's a lot of stuff. Like, there's certain things you can't do in any workplace you've ever been in your life.
Exactly. And this is they ain't allowed what John Morant did to fly. They imagine how they gonna feel about this. This is.
I mean, this league let Karl Malone get honored at the All-Star game, and we all know Karl Malone's track record. So,
why you had to bring that up, man?
am I wrong?
I mean, you're not wrong, but come on, man.
But what?
She's younger.
It's still bad. That's
horrible.
Hey, man, messing with little girls is still messing with little girls, no matter how you slice it.
I mean, you're 25 years old. You mean to tell you can't find a nice looking 23, 24, 25-year-old in Oklahoma City? You an NBA player. You mean to tell me you can't at least look for a nice looking girl that's 25 years old, around your age? Come on, man.
The thing is, it was a choice. It was a decision he made.
Exactly. Like, it ain't. You're an NBA player, man. And then this is the Newport Beach police. So this is in California. What the heck is going on out there?
Hey, man.
So, looking at this situation, suspension is definitely coming.
I just hope the guy's not true, like, for everyone's sake involved. But if it is,
what should it be if it is? Should he be banned from the league?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we all are in agreement on this. I think he should be banned from the league too, if this is true. Because if you don't, then the NBA's got a stain on them for the rest. They got a stain on them.
Just like Karl Malone.
Like that's the stain. That is a huge stain now that we know that. So I mean, hopefully it's not true, but if it is, ban his ass.
Simple as that.
Now I'm looking at this Alabama Clemson game. Right now it's 31-29. They're going to get ready to head to halftime. This has been a good game.
Oh, it's a close game.
It's a close game. And Florida, Wake Forest in Winston-Salem tomorrow night. So that should be a good game. Hopefully we get an update on Micah Hanlon. Right now he's a game-time decision. He was a game-time decision against Baylor. He dressed but didn't play. So we'll know more about that tomorrow. You got Duke going on the road to Arkansas in the SEC ACC Challenge. Tennessee traveling to North Carolina. You got some big-time matchups in the SEC ACC Challenge. So I'm looking at these matchups, and for me personally, I think the most interesting one is Duke and Arkansas. Because I want to see which Arkansas team shows up.
I'm not super big on Arkansas this year. I'm just not. But they still have talent.
See, that's the thing. I'm in that same boat. I'm not high on them, but they have enough talent where I wouldn't be surprised if they actually, I ain't gonna say blow Duke out, but
or they make it close and make it competitive.
They make it close so they win comfortably. They could go either way.
Hey Jerry, man, they're missing a certain ball head.
A bald head.
Yeah, from Arkansas, they're missing a certain ball head player from last year.
Jordan freaking Walsh.
Or they'll just put Landon Jackson on the team and they pretty much looking like.
Oh my God.
They'll take him for the football team, put him out there.
All I know is I don't care about none of these teams, bro. If y'all watch FAU play, you know that's the real deal.
Is it though?
Yes.
Yes.
Are they though?
Yes.
And if you think Bryant was a bad loss, we had guys out.
And they just shot like shit that day. It is what it is.
You got more talent than Bryant. Regardless of
Yeah. We beat Texas A&M though.
Pretty solid. Beat Texas A&M, beat the blow up Virginia Tech to beat Butler.
Beat Butler.
Back to back.
not high on Butler. Texas A&M, I give you that because Texas A&M is actually a team that I really like this year.
Maybe you gotta learn.
They picked them to finish second in the SEC for a reason. So clearly they have talent. And on top of that, the point guard they got, I think his name is Wade Taylor IV or whatever his name is.
Oh my God, that is good.
Freaking menace to society. And I still have nightmares about what he did to Florida last year. So
He dropped the 40 on us. He tried his best to win the game for him.
Tomorrow they have Virginia.
They left their own uniforms and still came back and beat us. Like, come on, man.
Tomorrow Texas A&M has Virginia.
That should be a good game.
And they got Virginia by 1.5 points. That's the spread.
That's about what it was when we played them. If I would bet, I would. Is that game in Charlottesville or College Station?
It looks like it's in Charlottesville.
Yeah, I'm taking Virginia. I would take that spread. I would take Virginia to cover that.
Dang, man, that's a lot of good basketball.
I think it's gonna be a close game though. I mean, I would take Virginia by 5.
I can see that.
5. I think it's gonna be a close game. It's just Virginia. I mean, they still play defense, man. They
play defense and they get to the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, if you got bigs, you can dominate the boards on them. You just can't implode shooting the ball during the game. And Clemson takes a 33-32 lead at halftime.
All right, how are we feeling about Tennessee and North Carolina?
I like both teams, but Tennessee against ranked teams this year. Now, granted, it was the top 2 teams in the country at the time.
Correct.
They didn't look that great though.
You still can't reach that best could be.
2 top 5 teams in the country.
Yeah, at the Maui Invitational. So I mean, I get it. The game.
I just don't like their style of play. Like, I don't think that style can get you far in the tournament.
Yeah, I don't think you can either.
That's my thing.
It's very prone to losing the teams that you're better than because you just don't shoot very well.
Exactly.
I mean, just look at when they played FAU in the tournament.
They're bigger than us. They're more physical, but they couldn't shoot. What the damn? I saw this could be.
Exactly, and it cost them.
Yep. It's going to cost them again and again and again. Simple.
It's
And on
Rick
top of
Barnes coach team. They're gonna get cost every time.
This is a Rick Barnes coach team. Y'all know Rick Barnes' history.
Hey man,
He's had some talented teams. He's coached Kevin Durant, and just can't get over the hump.
He had what's the guy name? Admiral Schofield, Grant Williams. He had a solid team that year.
That team was solid.
They were solid, man. Like,
Ooh, Schofield's still in the league.
yeah, he's with the Magic.
Is he really?
Mm-hmm. He's with Orlando.
Did not know he was in Orlando. Oh, Mississippi State, Georgia Tech. Who won that? Georgia Tech was up 48-34. Mississippi State.
Georgia Tech beat these boys.
Yep. So right now, I think SEC ACC challenge. I think right now is 2-1 in favor of the ACC because Syracuse won, Georgia Tech won. It was a freaking blizzard in Syracuse. And then tonight, Kentucky won over Miami. So, and right now, Clemson leads Alabama at halftime. So, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Syracuse just blasted LSU right out the building.
Jeez.
Oh, we had Pitt, Missouri tonight. So let's see who won that. Right now, they're showing highlights, and Florida actually plays Pitt. I want to say this weekend, and Missouri beat Pitt, so it's 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2-2. Oh, 3-2 in favor of the SEC. Right now, it's 3-2. Wait, so who's the third win?
Who's the third one?
Because Missouri won, Kentucky won. I don't know who the third win is. Let me
look now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna check ESPN and see if shows up. That's the women. Ole Miss right now is up 55-36.
Yeah, they're putting those boys in the blender.
Yeah, it's not looking good for them.
Let's see.
Yeah, we are currently doing research, so that's why the dead air is there, y'all.
That is why the silence is here right now.
Yeah.
We said, who was it, AB? Who we said? We said
Kentucky beat Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Missouri beat Pitt. Then Georgia Tech beat Mississippi State, and Syracuse beat LSU. So we're looking for the third win for the SEC in this challenge.
Notre Dame and South Carolina played today.
Oh, that might have been what it was. I think South Carolina may have beat Notre Dame.
Wow.
South Carolina did 65-53.
Yeah, so that's the third win. And like I said, right now on ESPN2, actually, Ole Miss is up 55-36 on NC State. So they have a chance to go up 4-2 with that one. And then if Alabama wins tonight, that'd be 5 wins for the SEC. Either way, Florida's, not right now, the SEC is going to be up right now at the end of the night. Whether it's 5-2 or 4-3, they're going to be up. So looking at that, since they play tomorrow, and we'll do ITS on Thursday. Tomorrow night, Florida, Wake Forest. What are y'all looking for? What are y'all gonna be looking for in that game? It's on the road at Winston-Salem, by the way.
Can the Bigs do anything? Is Hamilton going to be healthy?
That's the first thing. And by the way, shout out Tyrese Samuel, SEC Player of the Week.
Let me tell you something. That brother can hoop. The only thing I have issues with him, and he's getting better at his free throws, and I think getting the mid-range jump shot, to continue to be confident, that's going to really set him apart.
Right.
I think his overall free throw shooting needs to improve.
For the team.
for the entire team. I've never seen a certain group of guys that can't shoot free throws.
Sorry.
Never in my life.
This
Never in
man-
my life.
And we've had some. We should be used to this. Florida's had bad free throw shooting teams for years. We should be used to it at this point.
Bad though, bro, because it's gonna bite them in the ass in a real close game one of these days if they don't hit these free throws.
We had King Berry out here.
It did against Virginia and against Baylor.
Well, I say Virginia's most turnovers, but their free throws.
Yeah.
Not.
Baylor, I mean, we have to discuss that more, but like going under those screens is just like,
Yeah, going under Baylor screens.
good God.
Baylor, don't do that. Please don't do that.
Oh.
Because they hit threes. They hit threes every time they got them open.
And they release those things. Like they shoot them without being apologetic.
And by the way, Florida tried to get Ray J. Dennis from the portal. They tried to get. They tried.
Oh
They-
my God.
And he torched Florida down the stretch.
This fat is his name is Ray J. As in Ray J. Ray J is fucking hilarious.
Who the hell was a Ray J fan? Is what I want to know.
Hey man, the parents supposed to watch the Kardashian tape? I don't know.
Yo.
Whoa.
Relax.
Somebody's a fan of film. Put on the tape.
Pull on the tape. They see the Ray J part. Write it down.
Y'all do not look up how Kim Kardashian got famous. That's all I'm saying.
Everybody knows by now.
Yeah.
Not everybody.
Yes, they do.
Kids, don't get on the computer.
They'll find out sooner or later. Who cares?
Yes.
Pulling has made a huge difference.
I need cool to be consistent though and get this little funky in. That's my thing.
Yeah. I want him to be more confident with his scoring ability at times. You know, pull the trigger. Go to the basket with authority.
Yeah, nobody's scared to shoot the ball. I mean, we got guys that can shoot the ball out there. Riley Kugel, I'm gonna need you to settle down a little bit. Just play within yourself, because you can tell that there are times he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Do you think, because kind of talking about college basketball and all that stuff, do you think Riley Kugel is a NBA ready prospect?
Oh yeah, he is.
But just at like a slash and two guard though, right? Slash
Yeah,
and two.
and he's gonna test really well. So, and scouts already love him. They
Yeah.
already love him. So he gets in the right system. Like what he can develop into.
Houston.
Oh, Houston.
Hey, get him to email Udoka, bro. See what happens.
No. Keep him far away from Ime Udoka.
Why are you so hung up on this? Get over it.
Hey man, for real. Ime's a good coach.
Yeah, Alex, I told y'all before the season, buy stock.
Yeah.
Y'all see why? A guy defensively blocking shots, like his length is a huge difference.
I just want to see them. I just want to see them fade off the screens more. Fade off the screens and shoot the three, man. Shoot the three.
Shoot the
And
J.
shout out to Thomas Houck. I met him and his family last year when
Oh wow.
his official visit. We were at a restaurant in Gainesville. Walked in. We were at Four Rivers in Gainesville. It's a barbecue joint. They walked in. And me and my dad looked at him and was like, "You play basketball?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm committed to Florida. And I'm actually here on my official visit." It was before the South Carolina game.
Wow.
So we got to talk to him and his family a little bit. Real nice people. Real nice people.
Awesome.
So, yeah, shout out to him. He's playing well when he gets out there. So,
Tough kid.
tough kid that they beat the hell out of him on that court. Like, come on, y'all got to chill, man. Man is flying to the ground.
Yeah. Literally.
Come on, man. Y'all just beating the life out of the man. Like, come on, man.
But yeah, we getting into the Gators a little too much. This just in us, y'all. But we have any like thoughts on any other NBA, college basketball, college football, NFL?
Tune in Thursday night.
That's gonna be bloody.
That's gonna be nasty.
Not necessarily.
Ugh.
Don't play the way he did. No, Pittsburgh is though. Not Pittsburgh. We didn't play Pittsburgh. Are you talking about
You play Pitt.
We didn't play them yet. Oh wait, yes we did.
We played Pitt.
Yeah, never mind. We did play Pitt. Yeah, he. Oh God, he was a menace that game.
Yeah. Consistency.
He was a menace that game. So yeah, that we got to win over Pitt. That's we played 3 ACC teams already this year.
Our
Pitt,
schedule
Florida
rough.
State, Virginia. So I mean, they schedule tough every year. So
We're 2-1.
yeah, 2-1. Hopefully 3-1 after tomorrow night. But y'all got any other final thoughts?
Tune in Thursday.
8-3 Jags, baby.
8-3 Fins.
8-3, soon to be 9-3 Cowboys.
If y'all flop, I'm going to replay that.
Florida basketball coach said Micah Hanlon will try to practice today, still questionable for Wake Forest with ankle injury suffered against Pittsburgh. So, yeah, Todd Golden says he's still questionable. Here, a game time decision. So, we'll see. We'll see. Marcus, stop crying about the Jaguars being 8-3.
No.
You should. Yeah, I mean,
He deserves this, man. He deserves this. Like, wholeheartedly, he deserves it.
Speaking of Jags, I have another final thought.
Oh, brother.
Put Fred Taylor in the Hall of Fame this year, or else there will be some problems that y'all don't want.
It means I'm going to do something to you. But yes.
That part.
I'm sticking screwing this man over.
Man, that man, if he played for the damn Giants, that man would have been in the Hall of Fame 5 years ago.
Heck yeah.
If he played for any other team but Jacksonville, he'd be in the Hall of Fame.
It's pure robbery.
I mean, come on, like, put the man in the Hall of Fame.
If he don't get in this year, then when will he?
I'm a little afraid. I like Jonathan Smith to Michigan State. I like Mike Elko to Texas A&M.
Lateral move.
You know, fans got mad at them for doing Stoops at first, and then they fucking revolted, and they still
the fan base bullied them out of hiring Stoops.
That is hilarious.
Why, I don't know.
I mean, that ain't who they wanted. They wanted Elko.
I think the hilarious thing about all this to me is like every time a coach gets hired off of one great season, it ends up freaking terrible at the next stop. But we'll see.
Yeah. So, if anybody don't have any more final thoughts on I had this on this week.
Yeah.
This was easy. I ain't got to look at my playlist or nothing. This is easy. Drake, J. Cole, Evil Ways.
Sure.
Good choice. Good choice.
Because every time they get on the song together, it's chef's kiss.
Yeah, man. Them boys be cooking together.
Still need that collaboration album, but hey.
It ain't happening.
No, just like the Kendrick Black Friday is not happening. It's not happening.
If it didn't happen in 2014, it's not happening now. Like,
Syracuse.
We did another brother, so
I love it.
Let everybody know that they can follow y'all burner accounts included, Jerry.
I am Breezy II is my burner. Y'all can follow me down below at JBreezyII on Twitter. JLamar_II on Instagram. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
you know the drill. Marcus Davis 904 on Twitter.
And before I say mine, we didn't do it on this show, but when we do ITS Thursday, we're going to make our conference championship game picks on that.
Yes, let's go.
We're going to add that to the docket for that. But
Let's go.
Matter of fact, I'll make mine already. Oregon by 10.
Yo, low key, I'm feeling like Oregon's gonna win.
I don't think it's low.
Not sure how about by how much, but I feel like Oregon's gonna win.
I will wait until Thursday.
Yeah, I could change by Thursday. We'll see.
I'll give you my pick now, and I'll explain it on the show. So stay tuned.
You can follow me on Twitter at AceWade1, on Instagram at Ace_Wade1, ladies. You can follow the podcast page on Twitter at Indie Evidence, and on Instagram at Indisputable Evidence, and on TikTok, Indisputable Evidence 1. Put that camera down.
I'll put the camera.
But with that being said, this has been another great episode of Indisputable Evidence, and we're going to leave you as we always do. God bless y'all. Stay safe. Tell your loved ones that you love them every single day. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of your chicken. Take care of your mentals. Temple work. So gotta throw my shameless plug. Man out there, use your beard oil.
It's nasty.
And we still trying to get sponsored. But use your beard oil. Y'all, we can't stress this enough. Stay safe out there. Wash hands, wash face. Marcus.
I'm tired, so I'm just gonna make this real simple. Take a fucking shower, you nasty bastards.
Oh, you forgot one. You forgot one part.
Wear socks and shoes. Closed-toed shoes, preferably, in the movie theater, in any other public setting. Good night. God bless you.
God bless.
Go Jags. Gators, I guess so.
Yeah. GG's. Good night, Gators. Good night.
With that being said, God bless y'all. We'll see y'all next week.
Baka!